Late this afternoon, House Speaker Beth Harwell announced she'd be asking for outside help to deal with the state's antiquated sexual harassment policy. This comes just weeks after allegations surfaced that State Representative Jeremy Durham sent inappropriate texts to women on the Hill. Chris Conti is live at the Capitol with the latest. Chris.
Well, Vicki, at the Capitol today, the 2 decades-old sexual harassment policy started to undergo a sweeping review. It is so old that it does not include words like internet or text messaging. Now, this was the first meeting of the Sexual Harassment Committee that was specially appointed by Speaker Harwell. She did that last month after former Majority Whip Jeremy Durham resigned following allegations that he sent inappropriate text messages to different women on Capitol Hill. The current harassment policy hasn't been updated in nearly 2 decades. Now, one of the biggest issues that they found so far is trying to put guidelines in place that help victims feel comfortable enough to come forward when there's a possible problem.
The current policy as it is, for one thing, it's very long. It's 4 pages long. It's very redundant in certain sections. There's not a clear process for how to report incidents, and it really focuses just on sexual harassment for members of the General Assembly. And so we do need to broaden the language. My recommendation was to really look at workplace harassment, not just sexual harassment.
That outside group being brought in to help is the Sexual Assault Center of Nashville. One idea that is already being thrown out is that training needs to be started immediately for anyone who works up on the Hill. That includes interns, lobbyists, contractors, anyone who does business over there at the Capitol. We're live at Bicentennial Mall this evening. Chris Conti, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Chris. Also being discussed on the Hill, it will now be harder to have statues and symbols like the controversial Nathan Bedford Forrest bust in the Capitol removed from public property. The Tennessee House voted today to approve the Heritage Protection Act. The current state law only calls for a majority vote by the Tennessee Historical Commission to have such things removed, but under the new measure, there must be a 2/3 vote. A bill was also passed today that allows the American flag to be flown on school property. This after a Dixon County school banned all flags to deter people from flying the Confederate flag.